Hi, welcome back to my channel. Hi, welcome back to my channel. This video is a little different from what I would normally do. I'm going to be doing a video about how to be more successful in college or university. So the reason why I'm doing this is because I see a lot of students struggling in college and you wonder why, and that's because I'm a professor in a university in Texas. So I'm going to give you 3 steps in how you can be more successful in college. And they're easy steps that anyone can do. So first of all, you are going to want to organize. And I'll tell you how you can do that very easily and very much cost effectively. Number 2, you want to plan, and I'm going to tell you how you can do that. And number 3, you want to communicate, and I'll tell you who you need to communicate with. So first of all, let's get started on how we need to organize. So let's just say you're taking 4 classes, so maybe 12 hours. It may vary. It might be 13 hours, 14 hours, 10 hours, whatever, but basically 4 classes. Okay, so I suggest that you get some type of notebook and kind of keep everything within that one notebook, okay? And use some type of color coding system. Color coding systems really do work really well, surprisingly well for people. And that way you can keep everything within the one notebook, but everything is color coded. And by color coding, I mean, let's say that you have an English class, a history class, a psych class, and a math class, okay? So English is going to be purple. History is going to be blue. Psych is going to be, what colors do I have here? Green. And math is going to be pink, okay? So you have those 4 colors. All right, so what you're going to do is you will go out and buy folders in those colors. And if you have more classes than that, obviously you can add colors. There are many, many colors in the rainbow that you can add colors. And you can buy a notebook, so any type of notebook will do. I actually got this one for my husband. He's been taking a few courses, and so I took all of his stuff out and used his. All right, so this is basically what it's going to look like, and I went and bought at Walmart, and I think it was these dividers, I believe they were $1.97. So there were more in the pack. I think that there were 8 in the pack here. And let me make sure that you're zoomed out. I believe that you are. I apologize. Well, I can't find the zoomer. Yeah, you're zoomed out. Okay. So there are 8 in the pack. I took out 4 because I only have 4 classes this semester. And I'm going to keep the purple, the blue, the green, and the pink, all right, for my 4 classes here. And you see, I'm skipping one here, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. And at the very first of the semester, when you get your syllabus for each class, what I suggest is that you go ahead and put your syllabus. If you have a pocket, not all of the dividers will have pockets, and that's fine. You don't necessarily need the dividers with the pockets. If the just the regular dividers, you know, that are the kind of the manila dividers are cheaper, get those. No big deal. And you can hole punch your syllabi or whatever that you want to put, and just put it behind there. Not an issue, okay? And everything that you get for each class, put it behind that color for that class. And you want to keep the information for each class. That keeps you organized, and that way you don't lose papers that you need for each class. And just keep it in the one notebook. That way you aren't carrying around several notebooks. So many times we have a class on Tuesdays, Thursdays, but then we'll have another class on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We might have a class on a Wednesday, right? And only that one class per week. That way you can just have one notebook, not 4 notebooks, okay? And that you're having to switch back and forth. Maybe 2 of them might be in your car and one's at home. This can be in your backpack, and that's it, okay? So it's a space saver, it's a time saver for you, and it just works a little better. Also, you can get one spiral notebook. This is a 3-subject notebook. You can get, I believe you can get 5 subject notebooks, and this is a better way for me, and this is what I did during my undergrad and in grad school. I would take all of my notes in a notebook like this. I don't prefer to take notes on a computer or iPad, laptop. There have been many studies out there that have proven that writing your notes will help you remember that information. Because if you're writing, you're actually thinking about what you are writing. But if you're just typing, you're just listening to what that professor is saying, and you're just trying to get it down and typing it really fast, but you're not really thinking about what the professor is saying. They're almost just dictating something to you. Whereas if you're writing, you're having to think about what you can write and kind of reiterating it in your mind and trying to figure out how much you can get down and rephrasing what they're saying, if that makes sense. So writing helps you remember stuff later. So I highly suggest that you write your notes over typing your notes. So you can get one spiral notebook, or you can get multiple spiral notebooks in the color of your class that you color coded with. Also, to go a little further on the color coding, you can get highlighters in the same colors. So if your professor gives you notes that are already printed, or if you have PowerPoints that you can print, you can use highlighters that go along with the color of your class. It's up to you if you want to do that. It just kind of helps to reinforce that it's that class. Okay, so you can really go all out with the color coding of your classes. And I mentioned just a minute ago about the hole punching. I got this at Walmart, and this is just a little cheap hole puncher that will actually fit in your notebook. It has little holes right here, and you just open it right here. I mean, it only hole punches 3 sheets at a time, so it's not a major heavy-duty hole puncher, but I think it was $2. So this helps. You know, you don't have to have, you know, a big hole puncher. So that works. Also, I didn't show you these notebooks here, or these little folders here, that if you don't want to take your notebook with you every day, you can just bring color-coded little folders and put your stuff in them, bring them home, and transfer everything to your notebook, okay? And I bought these at the dollar store. I got the spiral notebook at the dollar store as well. This was $2 at Walmart. Those highlighters were $2 for a pack of, I think it was 6. I did not spend much. I bought all of this for this video, and I spent maybe $10 on all of this stuff, okay? Also, I would suggest that you get a stapler. This one I've had forever. You don't need a big one like this. You just need a little one just to keep in your backpack. Because many times your professor wants you to staple something and before class, and the professor doesn't bring a stapler with him or her. So I would suggest that you just get a small one and bring that with you. And you can get one for probably $1 at the dollar store or 99-cent store, or $2 or something at Walmart or Target. All right, so next is planning. Planning is very important in college, and I highly, highly suggest that you get a planner, a hard copy planner, and something, you know, like this. This is a small one. You can also get the full size, you know, full page planner. Those you can also get at the dollar store. Actually, I did get one, and I don't know what I did with it. I forgot to bring it over here. It was $1 at the dollar store. This one, I believe I got at, this is Blue Sky. This, I think I got at Target. So this was probably $6.96 or $7.97 or something like that. So it's a little girly, but for guys, the one that I got at the dollar store is a little more male friendly. It was just black. Many times your school will have one that they put out once a year. So you can also pick that one up for free. You know, they give those out for free. And you'll basically just need something that will show you a weekly layout, and maybe even something that shows you a monthly layout like this. And when you get your course calendar at the beginning of the semester, it's really important that you go through, and this might be a good thing where you can get pens that are color-coded to your classes, and with your pens that are color-coded, write in your homework assignments throughout the semester. That way you know when you need to set aside time for specific homework assignments, team presentations, individual presentations, things like that. So planning is super important, and many of us just tend to nowadays use our phones, but you know, just recently I dropped my phone in the toilet, and I didn't have a phone for 4 days. And you know, you feel like your life is about to end, you know. Fortunately, I have a planner, and my appointments are put in my planner, no longer my phone. I stopped using my phone as a planner about a year and a half ago, and thank goodness that I did, because I would have been up the creek, right? So I highly, highly suggest that you use a planner for school and not your phone, okay? So, plan. Next is communicate. If I can give you one piece of advice that to me is really important for college and university, that is to communicate with your professors. I sometimes think that students feel as if professors don't want them to talk to them and to come into their office and talk to them, sit down and talk to them. Maybe some don't. My university is not like that at all. And I definitely have an open door policy. I tell my students that from the very beginning of each semester. I do want my students to come in and talk to me. And I feel the more you get, or the more you come in and talk to your professor, probably the better your grade will be. Not because you get to know your professor and your professor is just going to give you a better grade, but because your professor can help you with things that you don't understand. So at the beginning of the semester, go and talk to your professor. Introduce yourself. If you have an online class, especially if you're in the area, of course, go and introduce yourself and let them know, hey, I'm here and I just want to let you know I'm taking your online class, and my name is, and it's good to meet you, whatever. If you are in the class, in a face-to-face class, at the end of maybe your first, second class, go up, shake their hand. My name is, I just wanted to, say hi and introduce myself. That is a really good thing to do. And once every couple of weeks, stop in to that professor's office and just say hi. It's not going to bother your professor. Your professor probably has office hours for things like that, okay? If you have a question, go ask your professor. That's what they're there for. That's what they get paid to do. And so that is extremely important to communicate. So organize, plan, and communicate. Those are the 3 things that I can tell you that you can do to be more successful in college or university. If you have any questions, be sure and let me know down below, and I will answer everything that I possibly can. I hope that you have a great semester, and I wish you all the success in college. Have a great day. Bye.